Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we'll be discussing the 2018 film Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, starring Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and B.D. Wong. Also, James Cromwell also is in this movie, and also making a cameo appearance is Jeff Goldblum, reprising his one of the more famous movie roles in Jurassic Park as Ian Malcolm. Of course, this is the fifth movie in the Jurassic Park. I know it's Jurassic World, but it's Jurassic Park franchise. And of course, this one is a follow-up to the 2015 film Jurassic World. And of course, they only brought back maybe about three characters from that film into this one. And that's, of course, Bryce Dallas Howard's character, Claire, Chris Pratt, and B.D. Wong, who plays one of the scientists from the original Jurassic Park movie, comes back in this one. Because this movie, and I thought that when the original Jurassic World movie came out, I thought it was quite good, quite entertaining. You know, it's like a new version of Jurassic Park for this generation. However, this movie, Fallen Kingdom, reminds me a lot of The Lost World Jurassic Park. And of course, the second film in this franchise came out in 1997. This one is eerily similar to that film. Now, like I said, this movie picks up 3 years after the last film. And what happened was that Claire, the Bryce Dallas Howard character, gets recruited by, John Hammond's friend, who's played with James Cromwell, to go back to the island where Jurassic World was. And of course, Jurassic Park was both the original Jurassic Park and Jurassic World were both on the same island. And I just want to make that point clear. So he asked her to go back to Jurassic World to go get the animals, because the island where they had Jurassic Park and Jurassic World at, they had a volcano in there, and all of a sudden it's been dormant for years and years and years. All of a sudden it decides to erupt, and it's going to kill all the animals if they don't get them. If Claire doesn't get them off. So she recruits Chris Pratt's character, who was an animal trainer, who was training all the raptors in Jurassic World, to come help her out. And first he was reluctant to do it, because the two characters that kind of kept falling out, and said, okay, and last minute decides to do it. Meanwhile, there was this shady guy who wants to get the animals from himself and sell them to foreign countries for millions and millions, if not billions of dollars. These countries where they have these animals to go work for these various countries to go attack, their enemies. So you had that stuff going on, and it almost sounds similar to what the second Jurassic Park movie was, because it didn't exactly follow the book of Lost World, where a bunch of people grabbed the animals and put them into a zoo or something, an actual legitimate zoo, instead of having like a park like what John Hammond wanted to do in the original book and movie. And so these guys want instead of putting them in a zoo, they use them for weapons against other foreign countries. And so they had a whole thing trying to get all the animals out, and Chris Pratt, the one animal that dinosaur he wants to get off was named Blue. It was a velociraptor that Chris Pratt personally trained in the first movie, the first Jurassic World film. So it sounds convoluted because it is. And so what happened was they did get the animals back to the United States and onto James Cromwell's estate, or his character's estate, and they had this auction, and meanwhile the guy who won the auction actually bumped off James Cromwell character, actually killed him off. He literally pulled the plug on the guy. he actually stuffed a pillow over his face. I should say, and bumped the guy off. So you have all this crazy shit going on, and it's like this movie is practically non-stop action. I'm not saying the other Jurassic Park movies didn't have any action in it, but at least it gave you time to, breathe a little bit, particularly in the original film, and even in the first Jurassic World film, it lets you breathe a little bit. Even though it had a shitload of action in the second half of the film, but at least they kept the action towards the second half of the film. And then they didn't overdo it with the action in the previous film. This one's like practically non-stop action. All the people getting chased around with the dinosaurs and stuff. But this time, all the animals were in the United States. And all this stuff was going on. You have Jeff Goldblum's kind of Ian Malcolm testifying in front of Congress saying this was a bad idea. We should let all the animals die. Because throughout in the beginning of the film, and of course towards the end of it, they have all these animal rights nuts saying, "Oh, we should save the dinosaurs. We should save the dinosaurs." Well, Ian Malcolm was saying, because of my experience in Jurassic Park and the incident in San Diego, in the second film, on the second Jurassic Park film, they wanted to kill these animals off, because if they want to run loose all around the world, it's going to be the end of us. And so he's still, pushing that story. And of course, what would have been cool is if we had actually Lex and Tim, John Hammond's grandkids, in this film also testifying in front of Congress. I think it would have been damn cool instead of just one character from. And I don't have anything against Jeff Goldblum. I happen to like him. I like his character. But they should have had other characters from the previous movies and make cameos and have them testify in front of Congress as well. But they didn't focus on that much because modern day movies don't want to focus on the action and the hell with the plot. That's why a lot of these superhero movies fall into that trap. They focus on the action and not the plot. And that's what Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom fell victim to. And as they focus on the plot, they focus on the action and not the plot. So, anyway, they did have this auction with all these animals, including a brand new dinosaur, like a hybrid. Kind of like in the previous Jurassic World movie, when they had this dinosaur that was camouflage. Now they made another one. It was it was created just to be just full force for action, for defense. All you do is shoot a laser beam or something, and the dinosaur will go nuts and attack people. And that's how this dinosaur was trained and created as. And they go, what the hell? And even Claire saying, what the hell is that? And because it was a brand new dinosaur that was created just for this movie, just like in the previous Jurassic World movie, when you had the dinosaur that knew how to camouflage itself in the background. This one, no camouflage involved. It's straight out, goes on full attack mode, and it was real freaky stuff going on in that thing. But this movie was entertaining, but it reminded me too much of the second Jurassic Park film, and it focuses way too much on the action, and like I said, I only brought back like a couple of the characters, and it should have, have a better plot to this thing. And if they made another Jurassic World movie, I think they should have stopped at this movie. This one, they should have. Technically, the movie that should have ended this franchise was the third film, was Jurassic Park 3, back in 2001, which is terrible. They should have stopped at that one. Technically, should have killed this franchise until when they had these reboots with Jurassic World. Like I said earlier, Jurassic World, I actually liked that one because I thought it was cool because he actually had an actual official amusement park, which John Hammond in the original Jurassic Park movie in book 1.5. So I thought, hey, it was cool. They finally got a amusement park or theme park going on with the dinosaurs and stuff. I thought, hey, they actually made this, with the actual dinosaurs running around. I thought that was damn cool. But of course, actually, everybody messes. There's always some employee that screws it up for everybody and ruins the whole thing. And that's what happened in the first Jurassic Park movie. And then you had Wayne Knight, Newman from Seinfeld, ruined that. And then, of course, in Jurassic World, you had Richard D'Onofrio's character, from Law and Order Criminal Intent, ruined that stuff. And on this one, you had this shady guy who wanted to capture and sell all these animals off, and needed clear because her palm print would go through all the security system. Because his palm print and nobody else's would work, just her. Because she was a high level executive, and only her palm print would work and activate the system, so that she'd be able to go in to Jurassic World or what's left of it and capture all the animals. I thought it was pretty cool when they captured the animals and stuff, and I thought it was disappointing compared to what, at least the first one was good. The first Jurassic World movie, I thought that was good. This one, I know I mentioned a couple times already, reminds me of the second Jurassic Park movie. I mean, it was way disappointing. And I thought that after the success of the previous movie, it should be just that good. But unfortunately, instead of being at this level, it was like down here. But I thought that Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard were good, but they cut out her nephews who were involved in the first movie, who were there in the first film. They cut them out of the movie, and they always had to have some kid. In this case, the granddaughter of James Cromwell's character. And we found out that actually she was a clone of James Cromwell's actual daughter, which that's like one plot twist that was absolutely not needed in this movie. I thought it was just enough to say, oh, she's the granddaughter and that's it. But they named her like a clone of James Cromwell's daughter who died. I mean, come on. I mean, really. I mean, they have to put that plot twist in there, which was like. It's like one of those unnecessary plot twists in this movie. It's like the unnecessary plot twist. And I saw that, and when I had that part, I just, seriously? I said, boy, am I glad I didn't spend $12 to go see this movie when I was playing last year, last summer. Boy, am I glad I didn't do that. Because it was, and you wonder why people don't go to movies anymore. Because of crappy movies like this. I mean, in terms of, and I'm not saying it's not 100% crappy. I'm not going that far. But I'm saying it's crappy enough that people are not excited to see it. Compared to the last film, people were crazy to see this movie and made a boatload of money. This one also made good turnout at the box office, but it could have been better if the movie was better. And it wasn't better. It was a huge disappointment. At least for me, considering the fact that I like these movies. But it was a huge disappointment. I think the only reason why this movie was even made or came out is because of the success of the previous one, number one. And number two, it was on the 25th, it came out on the 25th anniversary year of the original Jurassic Park film. I believe that's the only reason why this movie was even made, because of the 25th anniversary thing. And at least they brought in one character from the original movie, Jeff Goldblum, and brought him back. And of course, at the end of the movie, I should mention, all the dinosaurs did escape, the mansion and the estate, and they were all running around, flying, flying around and running around and stuff. And now Jeff Goldblum says, "Oh, now we live in a Jurassic World. Now we officially living in a Jurassic World." And you see all the animals running around, all the dinosaurs running around, flying around and stuff. And it was, now the shit's coming up. Now you have the what Jeff Goldblum's fear was in the first movie. You have all these animals, and Laura Dern's as well, when they have all these animals from now running around the earth, and running freely all over the world, really, instead of in this confined area, this confined islands. And now, because of this greedy asshole who auctioned these animals off, now because of this guy, now the dinosaurs are all over the earth now, like they did millions of years ago. And Jeff Goldblum had that line at the end of the movie, or the last line, saying that, oh, now we're in a Jurassic World now. Now we're pretty much saying we're now fucked. He couldn't say the F word in the movie because it was only like a PG-13 film, so he couldn't say the F word. But that's pretty much what he said. And he was right. He was right in 1993 with the original movie, and now he's right again in 2018 in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So let me review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please follow this video on your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews on my YouTube channel at rallyc.com. That's all WDY, and that's c.com. That's the homepage of Rally Reviewer. Chris Lee Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.